Thank you for downloading the app. So what does it mean to join our program? Well, here at TSB, we want you to have a more informed postpartum experience. So how do we do this? Well, we have tools and tracking, so things to track like breastfeeding timers, pumping timers, and diaper insights, because you'll be talking about poop for the rest of your life. And then we have articles and tips for the mom and baby from week 0 to 12. So things like what to expect that nobody may have told you. And the most important thing that we have is a comprehensive recovery and rehab program to get you stronger from weeks 0 to 14 if it's a vaginal delivery, or 0 to 16 if you have a C-section. Why is this important? Well, from week 0 to 6, before you get cleared by a doctor, it's important to employ these rehab and recovery techniques to mitigate issues you might have in the long term. And in addition to this, we have a diastasis recti management system, and we also show you how to manage your C-section scars if you happen to have a C-section. So our goal is to remove the dialogue of "I wish I knew" with moms and actually replace that with "I'm glad I knew." So thank you for being here. So how does this app work? Well, your tips and resources come to you based on how old your baby is, but your workouts are delivered to you based on the day that you join the app. So for example, if I joined today and my baby was 4 weeks old, my tips and articles would start at 4 weeks. Of course, you can always go back and look at the previous weeks. And my workouts would start at week 1, day 1, because everybody starts at the foundational element of recovery and rehab. How are our workouts different? Well, for one, they can all be done at home, and there's minimal equipment that's required. Now, we know that no two moms deliver the same, and the recovery should not be the same either. So for someone who had a vaginal delivery, depending on how they tore, or maybe they had an episiotomy, their workouts are going to be different than someone who had a C-section. Now, how do we do this? Well, the first phase is a rehab and recovery phase. That's your foundational element, and we slowly work to restore your core and pelvic core function. And then there's phase 1, 2, and 3, and they all build on each other slowly. But before you move on to the next phase, there's a set of questions that we ask, and based on how you answer those questions, we deliver your workouts. Our goal is to make mamas stronger the right way, so we hope to take this guesswork out for you. So what does the app have in terms of articles and tips? Well, these are things that moms commonly search for, and they say they wish they knew. So they're delivered to you weekly from weeks 0 to 12 for you and the baby. Our goal is to help you be more informed. And don't worry, if you join us later, you can always reference the previous weeks. So what do we have for tools and tracking? Well, we have a breastfeeding timer, and you can also log bottle feeds. So for the breastfeeding timer, you can log on which side that you fed last and for how long. We also have a pumping timer. So this tells you how long you've been pumping, but it also lets you put how much you've collected. And lastly, we have diaper insights. So don't just log that the baby pooped, but you can log the color and what it also means. We know that mom life is hard, so we hope that by incorporating these tools and tracking devices, that it makes your life a little bit easier. Our goal is to help bridge the gap that currently exists in the postpartum experience so that you can recover the right way. If you have any more questions about the app and its uses, you can always go to settings in the FAQ section. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your postpartum journey.